Alright, YouTube, well, I got a little surprise in the back of the truck. You might actually be able to see it. Yeah, back of the truck seen better days, but I do a lot of recycling, so I actually found this and I bought it, and as you can tell, it's pretty well stripped down. No fuel tank, no seats. Let's hop out and take a look. No plastics on it except for one piece, and you've probably seen it, but fender. Now, this is a Chinese knockoff. It's a KC110 CC. It's made by KC Power Sports, brand name. It's 2005 model. Yeah, I got it fairly cheap, and well, couldn't pass it up, so I decided to go ahead and grab it, and let's see, trying to figure out what all it's gonna need. So I went by my local bike shop, and unfortunately they couldn't help me out, so they sent me to North Carolina, down to Draper Motorcycle shop, and I've got the actual address right here. Now, unfortunately, I did have to spend a little extra money than what I wanted to, but hey, what can you do? You got to pay to play. So here's the actual address. As you can see. So yeah, I got a little bit of money tied up into it. I had to get fuel line, which wasn't very much. Bought a couple of feet. It was like $3.38, and bought some clamps for the hose, and I had to get some new cables. The clutch cable is pretty much shot. Accelerator cable is completely shot. So I bought those brand new. I don't know if you can tell it or not, but you notice there's no clutch. So I actually had to buy one of those. The guys down at Draper Cycle, they did me pretty good. No gas tank, no seat. He had some of that stuff down there, so he hooked me up. He did a really good job on taking care of me. So if you're in the Eden area or around Eden, swing by the Draper Cycle shop, 513 Fieldcrest Rd in Eden, North Carolina. I've got their telephone number. I'm going to actually key it into the description down below. That way you can give them a call and see if they have what you need, or see if they can get a hold to it for you. So I guess we're going to start getting ready to put this thing together. Let's get these new cables and stuff connected. Now, the tank they gave me was an older tank, and the seat, I'm going to have to modify it just a little bit so I can actually mount it to the frame, but for now the tank is going to be a free float until I can get a nut and bolt, a couple of washers to hold it still, and I'm going to get the throttle and clutch.
6 clutch cable hooked up today, and I'm going to get the throttle and clutch cable hooked up today, and I'm going to get the throttle and clutch cable hooked up today, and I'm going to get the throttle and clutch cable hooked up today, and I'm going to get the throttle and clutch cable hooked up today, and I'm going to get the throttle and clutch cable hooked up today, and I'm going to get the throttle and clutch cable hooked up today, and I'm going to get the throttle and clutch cable hooked up today, and I'm going to get the throttle and clutch cable hooked up today, and I'm going to get the throttle and clutch cable hooked up today, and I'm going to get the throttle and clutch cable hooked up today, and I'm going to get the throttle and clutch cable hooked up today, and I'm going to get the throttle and clutch cable hooked up today, and I'm going to get the throttle and clutch cable hooked up today, and I'm going to get the throttle and clutch cable hooked up today, and I'm going to get the throttle and clutch cable hooked up today, and I'm going to get the throttle and clutch
and put some clamps on the fuel line and see if we can at least get her running tonight. Because right now it is currently 6:23 p.m. So it's starting to get a little chilly out here, and I'm gonna work on it right in the back of my truck. Fun times. So let's get started. And like I said, yeah, I do a lot of recycling, so yeah, it's a lot of stuff in the back of my truck. So just have to deal with it. Unfortunately, let's see, maybe I can do it right here. Try that and see how it looks. Okay, first thing I'm gonna do is change out the throttle cable. See if we can get that going. Pretty simple. If you're familiar with the Mikuni carburetors, should pretty much know how these work. If not, on these you can pull the spring down and slide the cable right up through. Pops right off. Don't lose the spring. And this piece right here just slides right off the end of the cable. That cable's no good. Wasn't any good when I started. Get the new one on. Alright, new cable. Now, you take this piece here. This actually holds your cable to the top of the carburetor. Slide it on first. Feed it through the hole. Slide the jacket on down. Grab your spring. Slide it on. Compress the spring. Try not to let the cable go back in the opposite direction. You're going to have a hard time holding on to it. Collapse the spring. Pull your cable up. Hold on to it. And take your piece. Slide it back. Down. Into the groove. And voila. There you go. No big deal. Just slide this right down this side of the carburetor. Now, down this side of the carburetor there is a place where this groove rides down into. That way you don't get it confused and get twisted around going the wrong way. Slide it down in there. And you screw it on. Works just fine. Now let's get the rest of the throttle handle. And let's put this together. So, simple fill-head screwdriver. Take the screw out. Unfortunately, I did have to take this apart earlier so we could see what was going on with it. Now, on the bottom of there, you have to take this and physically thread it on. Threads right into it, no problem. Then this is your locking nut to hold that in place. That way it doesn't back out or run all over the place on you. So I'm just going to leave it loose long enough to slide this in. Now, get this in the right orientation here. Should be one of these directions. Figure it out here in just a second. You can hold the camera for a while. Idea what's going on here. Alright. So And it's starting to rain. That's just lovely. Now I've got somebody laughing at me.
I'm laughing because you said it's starting to rain.
It is.
I don't know. I'm laughing at you. Huh?
Not good.
No.
I don't like it raining on me.
No, I don't either.
So, just got that on there. I'll slide this on here. Get it in a semi-comfortable place. No, I didn't fall and break my neck. At least not yet. Got to get this down to where it's not hitting anything. Unfortunately, somebody before me got a hold of this and decided to lay waste to it. So I'm trying to figure out exactly what they did to this poor bike before I got a hold to it. There is a spot on here that is supposed to actually hold all of this in place. Let's see if I can fit this through the tree here. Might not be able to. But anywho, I know what's going on inside of here. Why it ain't lining up.
I see that piece. The white piece that you bought. Hmm.
Try that, see how that works out. Yeah, now of course somebody, like I said, decided to get a hold of it before I did. Wreak havoc on how it's supposed to be done. I'll go with it for right now. We'll go right there. Actually, it's returning for the moment. I may have to do something a little different. They broke this piece, which is like a plastic ear. For some of you that have worked on these before, know exactly what I'm talking about. It's like a plastic hook. It hooks into this tab here to help hold this lower section. I might be able to use a different type bike clamp or something on it. But for right now, it's doing its thing. Alright, so let me unclamp this. Get some things going on. Cable down here. And this is the infamous clutch cable.